Alright, what's going on guys, Rising here, and today we're going to be going over all of the perks in Black Ops 3 as of right now. But before we get actually into the perks, I just want to go ahead and say that all of this is kind of subject to change. This is pre-alpha, then we're going to have an actual alpha, and then we're going to have a beta, which is actually in August if I'm not mistaken, so it's like a month away. We're actually going to be able to play Black Ops 3, and then we're going to have the full release launch of the game. So all this is subject to change, where the perks are located, what they're called, what they actually do. It just all depends on what the developers think is best for an even playing field, so we don't have too many overpowered perks in one slot, or we don't have enough overpowered perks in one slot, and it's kind of one-sided. Like, you pretty much just have to run this perk because there's nothing else good in that slot for you to run. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. If you guys could drop a like, that would be great, and I really would appreciate that. It just helps the video get a little bit more exposure, and it helps me judge whether or not you guys actually want to see these type of videos. But let's go ahead and hop right into the perks. We're going to have 6 perks in all 3 slots. So perk 1, we're going to have Flat Jacket, pretty much the same thing as any other Flat Jacket we've had in the past. It just reduces the amount of damage you take from explosives such as grenades and C4s. Blind Eye is another perk we've seen in previous titles. It makes the player undetectable by score streaks and various tracking systems. Ghost we've seen in a lot of previous Call of Duties, but it's kind of like it is in Black Ops 2. It enables the player to disappear from being displayed on enemy radars while in motion, planning or defusing the bomb, and while controlling kill streaks. So if you're in a corner, you're going to show up even if you have Ghost, which I think is good because it makes the game a lot more fast paced. It makes people actually want to move if they're using Ghost. Blast Suppressor we've seen in Advanced Warfare. It's pretty much the exact same thing. If you're using your thrusters and you don't have Blast Suppressor, you're going to appear on the radar. So Blast Suppressor is pretty much the same thing as it is in Advanced Warfare. Afterburner is a new perk. However, it is a perk that allows you to use your thrust pack a lot faster. Your thrusters have to recharge over a extended period of time, and Afterburner is just going to allow you to be able to execute your boosts, jumps, and slides a lot more quickly than you would want to. So if you're a rusher out there, Afterburner is probably going to be a perk that you will want to use. And last but not least, we have Overclock, which gives you the ability to earn your specialist class weapon or specialist ability faster. So if you want to get that specialist class weapon or your special ability faster, then you're going to be using Overclock. So far, I think the perks are evenly distributed. You don't have all the stealth perks in one slot, but then you don't have all the run and gun perks in one slot too. So they're kind of breaking it up, which I think is good. I think you need to have really good perks in a really good slot so you can have some type of competition. For the second tier, we're going to have Hardwire, which makes your character immune to counter UAVs, power cords, EMPs, and allows your player to stop from triggering proximity explosives or tactical gear such as IEDs or claymores. So that'll be cool if you want to use Hardwire. That seems like it's a pretty good perk. We have Scavenger, which is another fan favorite. I run it in every single Call of Duty. It allows you to replenish your ammo and equipment whenever you kill enemies using non-explosive weaponry. So I don't know if C4 is going to count, because a lot of times in Black Ops 2 you would just throw a C4 and be able to get another C4. So but hopefully it's just going to be where you can resupply actual bullet ammo and not explosives. I think that's the best way to do it. Fast Hands gives you the ability to swap your primary and secondary a bit faster, plus allows you to ADS faster after sprinting. So that's a pretty good perk. Fast Hands has kind of been like, if you just want to run it, then you can. But I think that it's actually going to serve a pretty good purpose here in Black Ops 3. We have Tracker, an interesting perk that gives you the ability to see the digital imprint of enemy footsteps for a few seconds. So that one actually sounds really, really good. I think that one would be kind of good off the break of search and destroy. Maybe you can flank and get behind them. Maybe you can pinpoint where they're at off of this Tracker perk, which allows you to see the digital imprint of footprints on the ground, which I think is actually a pretty interesting perk. Ante Up, it's pretty much just like a hardline, except for instead of earning less points, you start out each life with more points. So it's like you automatically have so many more points. And then we have Cold Blooded, which reduces your character's digital imprints to defend against Tracker and Sixth Sense abilities. We'll get to Sixth Sense in the third tier perks, so you guys will be able to understand what that perk is about. The third tier, we're going to have Engineer, which is another perk returning from Black Ops 2. It's pretty much like Sit Rep. It reveals enemy equipment on the map when you're in the proximity. Dead Silence is returning, which reduces the amount of sound your footsteps make. So that one I think is going to be kind of a must perk to run. Definitely seeing that a lot of people have been saying that the footsteps in Black Ops 3 are kind of loud, so Dead Silence is probably going to be a good perk to run. Awareness slightly increases the sounds emitted by enemy footsteps. That's another perk returning from Black Ops 2. Tactical Mask reduces the effects of tactical grenades against your player. Tactical Mask was a pretty good perk in Black Ops 2, and I would say that's going to be a pretty good one in Black Ops 3 also. Gung Ho gives you the ability to hip fire, use equipment, and throw grenades while sprinting. I don't know how viable that perk is going to be, but a lot of people will probably end up running it. And 6 cents, this is probably one of the cooler perks within the game. It provides a general indication of direction of enemies' movement in quadrants. So if you guys haven't seen any gameplay, if somebody's running 6 cents, it shows like this red bar on the minimap, and that means that there's a player actually over there. So that one I think is a pretty good perk if you want to use it. I think that it'll be like a newbie perk at first, but you can run on cold-blooded and you won't have a problem with 6 cents. So I honestly think that the perks are pretty balanced. Honestly, I wouldn't say that one slot is overpowering to the next. I think they're pretty balanced, and we'll just have to see whenever the game actually comes out, like a couple of months into the lifespan of Black Ops 3, whether they're actually well distributed. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you have any questions on any of the perks, just let me know. There'll be a link down in the description to the website that I got all this off of, in case you guys actually want to go check it out and read what the perks are about. You guys can go check out the website and look at all the perks if you want to. Like I said at the very beginning of the video, if you guys could drop a like, I would greatly appreciate that. It just helps to get the video a little bit more exposure, and it helps the channel grow, which I really do appreciate. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys, and until next time, it's Rising out. Peace.